All right. Hey guys, how's it going? You know what it is. Welcome to Roller Roleplay, the D&D show that forces my players just to roll with it. I'm DM Dan. Hi, how's it going? Episode 40, the Big 4-0. Oh my gosh, we made so
Not the
many.
Big 4-0.
The Big 4-0. We're over the hill, guys.
No,
It's only downhill from here.
Oh boy!
50's over the hill. 50 is over the hill.
Really?
No, I mean considering our age, 30 is over the hill. It's okay.
So we're already past. We're just sliding down right now.
Well, we have 3 hills to go over now because it's harder for millennials. So thanks.
That's true. Yeah. And
If
then
you're
we just
watching
had
this, it's your fault.
Thanks, boomers.
another pandemic.
I'm kidding. Boomers are fine.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys again for tuning in. We love you guys very much. Let's just get into it. Say hi to everyone. Hey, Cal.
Hi.
Hey, good to see you.
Thank you. Happy to be here. Excited to get to playing.
You look very cozy. I know you're trying to warm up, right?
It's cold in here.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I play Oz, who is a doppelganger, death cleric to the Raven Queen.
Love that.
No longer looks like a human woman with brown hair. Now Oz looks like a kobold, which is a small lizard type race.
Yeah. In children's clothes. We got you some children's
In
clothes.
children's clothes, so that I'm not just walking around naked.
Some people
We're
like
in
that,
the
but
city.
How
Not
tall?
a
How
comedy.
tall is a kobold? Or how tall is Oz?
Like 3.5, 4 feet.
Oh, so I'm taller
Yeah.
than you! Yay!
I
Oh my
would say,
gosh.
let me see here actually.
I'm in my
Between 2 to
limited
3 foot, 2 to 3 feet tall. So I would say you're about
yep,
2 feet 6 inches.
2 feet 6 inches.
Mhm.
I'm tiny.
You're
But
so
you-
little.
Well, actually, you're
Didn't feel
still,
like
because the thing is, like, even though you were an intellect devourer, though, you
Oh.
were still your normal height, roughly.
True.
That's
So
right.
you're still roughly your same height that I mentioned before.
Wait, how
So
tall
it's just,
am
you are 5'10".
I? 5'10".
So
I have
Miki
that.
is never going to be the
Oh.
tallest one, unless they just, unless they
So
want
I'm
to
a
disguise. I don't know.
5'10"
I'm kidding.
lizard folk
So it's
Oh,
quite
boy, it's
interesting sight.
with very tight children's clothing, apparently.
It's form-fitting.
So inappropriate.
Boy, that's something.
So,
Our
yeah,
promise we're family
Better,
friendly.
better.
Everyone.
I will say, again, like Oz, I think it's such a cool character, especially since early on when we first kind of threw like the roleplay element in there and rolling with it. You had such a major surprise, and then all these twists happened, and especially when you take the form of other people when you kill them, that's kind of a rare. At least when I was thinking about it, it's a very rare trait in D&D in general, and I love how you
Yep.
just kind of try to either blend into society or like decide like is killing the right thing, like how do I justify this, and it led to meeting the faction, get to know the Raven Queen more, and you just really embodied it. So you really fleshed out the character, and I'm excited to see what you do in the future for
Me
that.
too.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Thanks.
right. Yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Dennis, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Nice. Good. How's Craig doing?
Wrestling with the decision to put Glarb on the back burner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like Glarb has shown the group a lot of loyalty, and I feel like he's kind of an unofficial member of the family, and I don't agree with it, but I am accepting it for now. So
it is hard, and I mean, again, Glarb has really helped you guys, not to rub more salt into the wounds, but Glarb has really helped you guys, get around the place. He was nothing but very positive, and I think it's more of, if you had the chance to free him without any repercussions, sure, of course you would, but since you guys, over the course of the story, really, you've known that you and the City Watch, or that whole faction, are very uneasy because you don't know a lot, and they're keeping close eye on you. You're trying to eliminate as many, eyes as possible. and you don't want to cause more problems, and that's just an unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it. But it's 2 days. They said it was 2 days with a 400 dragon fine. So we will see what happens in the meantime. Yeah, only time will tell. So,
Yep.
but I thought it was good. It was a good discussion between you guys. Like, you guys can have different opinions, and I think that's what's great about the game is that you don't have to think the same. You're not all the same people.
Yep.
I just have a really great quote about that. It's for this and for personal life.
Yeah.
You can have your own thoughts, feelings, and opinions and disagree with others, and that does not mean conflict.
That's true. Yeah.
Which is hard for me because I view it as conflict because I'm a people pleaser. So
I know. You're so sweet. And yeah, I mean, well, thank you, Dennis. I mean, let's just go to Kimarie because, yeah, Kimarie's character is quite the opposite of conflict. Yeah. So why don't you tell us, Kimarie, about your character?
Conflicted. Ooh, woo.
Conflicted.
Hi, I am Kimarie, and I play Mikil, and I am boy. I'm a Kenku, and I'm an artificer.
Yeah, artificer. Yeah. Are you a boy? You said a boy, right?
I did. I start with a boy.
Okay, I forget these things. Okay. And I listen.
Yeah, for sure. You do. I'm not okay with being kidnapped last episode.
Yeah.
I guess I will. Not cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just excited to see where we go, and well, we know where we're going, but but I'm excited to see how this episode's gonna play out. And thanks for being here. I don't have anything.
I love it. Thank you, Kimarie. Hey, Justin.
Hello.
You're in the picture again. I love it.
Thanks. I know. I missed the concert. It was so good.
Oh yeah. Well, that was at Miller Park, right?
Sure was.
Miller Park.
We're never going to call it
Miller Park.
I know we're never calling it anything else. But
I mean, I would rather call it just Miller or Milwaukee Park than I would ever rather call it anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, AmFam sounds stupid.
It's like the Sears Tower. Everybody's gonna call it the Sears Tower. Nobody's gonna call it Willis Tower.
Very true.
Oh, I always thought it was the Sears Tower. I didn't know it changed.
They had a change of ownership several years ago. Like 10 years ago, I think.
I'm totally not with that.
Dan, do you need a break?
I'm right there with you, Dan.
It's okay.
Oh, good. Anyways, Justin, why don't you tell me about last session? Because you had quite an interesting conversation with your faction leader.
True. So I play Zymina. I am a female drow, and I am a druid. And I mean, the recap will cover it, but I had a very interesting discussion with my faction leader before being kidnapped to another dimension, of course. So that's fun.
Sorry about that. We have a dog, neighbor. Dog's been barking the entire week, and it's been crazy. So I'm trying to limit the volume as much as I can. Constantly. But yeah, no, I thought it was a really interesting session, and I think you've really developed a good connection with Jarlaxle, who's a very interesting character of itself. He's very charismatic, but he's kind of hard to read. You know, with his power, you don't know how cutthroat he is, or the lengths he will go, and what his true intentions are, possibly. But at least from what you gather, he's working with you, and you have a good common ground.
Very true.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to mention, Justin?
Nope. I'm just gonna rely on the fact that people have watched previous episodes, and we'll fill in the gaps later.
Sounds good. All right. Kimarie, do you know if we have any Instagram followers?
We do. We have a couple.
Yay! Okay.
Also, I also was doing our Instagram story, and just to be cheeky, I wanted to put "Come watch us penetrate Xanathar's lair," but Instagram would not let me do that word.
I wonder why.
It was like some post with this has been flagged, and I was like, so I did trait instead.
Next time, just have a pen emoji and then a trait or something.
You're smart. See, I'm not that.
Nah, I just really love dirty humor.
Yeah, I do too. Obviously. Yeah. Alrighty, so we have. I I thought I followed them. Well, I think no, yeah, I did.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, it didn't let me do it last time. Okay. I got this. The bartenders started following us. Goblin Village Minis, so they like make minis.
Oh, cool.
And BG Polyglotta also followed us and liked one of our reels. So
thanks, BG. Appreciate it. Thank you for the likes.
Woo!
We love it when people like our stuff. It makes us want to do it even more, and we really appreciate it. And thank you, Kimarie, for posting the story and having us penetrate our enemies. We appreciate it.
Man, I wish I could put that. It was so funny. I thought it was funny.
I loved it.
Pointy end goes in the man.
Very true. Okay. So, on that note, and I think that's a great segue, we should roll into today's episode of Roll or
Roleplay.
Report.
Justin.
Right.
Justin.
No, we let it simmer now. We marinate it.
He's gonna do it like when we take a break, and then he's just gonna be like, roleplay!
Roleplay.
Well, you know, I could do it next session twice.
True, he has a plan.
Catch up!
Alright, so in our last episode, our players were continuing their conversation with Jarlaxle Binray, the leader of the Brigandare faction. The following topics were discussed. Jarlaxle gave our group a final mission to assassinate a spy deep into Xanathar's organization named Gnarl Zybrindas. Jarlaxle explains that Gnarl's interests don't align with Jarlaxle's anymore and must be taken out. Oz was curious to more information about Nanette's kidnapping caused by the Xanathar Guild. Jarlaxle said that she may be either in Xanathar's fighting pit area or be a vessel for intellect devourers. Craig revealed that the Vilstar Song, the leader of the Doom Raiders faction, was angry at him for causing trouble in his last mission. Jarlaxle offered an out for Craig and have him jump ship into the Brigandare. Ximena asked about the invitation they got from the Castellanters and wanted Jarlaxle's opinion about it. He explains that they should pursue this opportunity, but to be careful because the Castellanters are dangerous. He also suspects that the Castellanters know about our players' past due to Lyrell Silverhand, the Open Lord of Waterdeep. Jarlaxle heard about our players through Lyrell and suspects that she needed additional resources, therefore reaching out to the Castellanters to help. After Jarlaxle left, our players rested for the night. The next morning, Oz and Mikhail were infected with sewer plague and was experiencing fatigue, cramps, coughing, etc. Luckily, Oz and Ximena had lesser restoration and cured the disease without an issue. After that, Mikhail received a paper bird informing him that Glarb has been taken to jail for 2 days and bail was set at 400 dragon. There was some conflict within the group as to what to do, but it was decided that they will let Glarb be in jail and serve his full time. Later on, Oz and Craig went to the Steam and Steel and visit Avi and Embrick to purchase extra daggers for Nanette so that she could defend herself if they successfully rescue her. In the meantime, Ximena accompanied Mikhail to Clonzo's concoctions and purchased a firearm. It's a joke shop disguised as an armory. Mikhail and Ximena met with Clonzo, and Mikhail successfully said the password Lokaino. Clonzo then escorted Mikhail and Ximena to a hidden stairwell that showcases all of his firearms. Mikhail then purchased a pepper box and had some ammo as well.
Blunderbuss.
Blunderbuss, that's right.
Blunderbuss.
Yep, I knew that.
Again.
I knew
That's
that. We
so
talked
funny.
about it.
That was like a peak moment for me, and I totally forgot that.
That was Blunderbuss. And we also discussed with firearms, you are rolling a d20, you add your dexterity and your proficiency bonus to hit. When you deal your damage, it is just, I think, 2d8, I think, if I remember. And then it takes 1 action to reload after that shot.
Correct.
And then if you roll a 2 or less on your die, you get a misfire.
Correct.
And then you could possibly jam your gun, but we'll talk about that later. So, after Ximena and Mikhail left the shop, there was a wagon with a bald woman offering a ride. As they got in and a few minutes of the ride had passed, the woman used a ring of teleportation to teleport the wagon into some sort of new dimension with a purple sky. It was discovered that this building belonged to the Zentarum, and Erstul Floxen escorted Ximena and Mikhail to a dining room area with others they did not recognize. Then, Manshun came forward and confronted Mikhail and Ximena about meddling with Zentarum affairs, in particular seeking the Stone of Galore. Manshun gave an opportunity to possibly earn loyalty by eliminating some of Xanathar's crew, and our players in Manshun have Xanathar as a common enemy. After the conversation, Manshun teleported our players about a block away, or Ximena and Mikhail a block away from Trollskull Manor. Then, as we finished our last session, all of our players reunited, and it was discovered in the local newspaper that Lady Growlhound has been missing. And that is where we left off last time. What I would like to do, I want to give a little surprise to Oz, because since you've transformed, you now know what... I have to bring her up here. What was her name? It was, I have it here. Bear's talking. I had it here. Oh yeah, Helena Airston. That was the person you, the human, the brown curly hair female human you were last time. So I will show you what she looks like.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because I thought that'd be kind of a nice way to start off. And let me know if you can see it.
Cool.
Yeah. And then I think we'll just wait for the... Oh, perfect. There we go. That looks like Emma Roberts a little bit.
Yeah. I thought she was supposed to be old.
No, she was pretty
Yeah.
youngish for the most part. Mm-hmm. She was just very dirty, unfortunately, and skin and bones. And
Yeah. She looks very skinny. Her neck is popping.
Yeah, it is.
Not the neck popping.
The good old neck popping. So you guys...
Friday, we call that murder.
That it still is. So we're resuming where we left off, which is at Trollskull Manor. You guys just found out about Lady Growlhound with the paper. And feel free to take it away, guys, because I'm sure you have a lot of explaining to do, Mikhail and Zymina, with your little adventure.
Little adventure. It was. I can't say that word, but it was very, very aggressively forced on us.
We were kidnapped.
You were.
Actually, that's...
I'm saying that in
I think I was gonna say that's what Zymina would say too.
We were kidnapped, you guys, by Manchun.
Yeah, I literally just want to be like looking up from the newspaper, go, oh man, that's so unfortunate about Lady Growlhound. Anyway, we were kidnapped.
Yep.
And then that's when Miki says it. Mm-hmm.
We
By
were
Manchun.
kidnapped by Manchun.
So it turns out taking a Woober is definitely not a good idea anymore. He seems to think we're quite the pests in his hair, even though I feel like Xanathar has done more of that than we have.
Yeah, I really wanted to tell him, like, you know, we've been so focused on Xanathar that we kind of forgot about the Zentarum. But I didn't want to make him mad, so I just, for once, shut my mouth. I did wave at him, though. He didn't like it.
He's a very dead serious kind of person, so unfortunately, we can't really do much about that until he decides we're no longer problems. For now, our alliances, we're not aligned at all, but for those out of game, for those watching, Manchun is the leader of the other Zentarum that are the, like, so Krieg and Miki are part of the Zentarum, which are called the Doom Raiders. They're like the lesser evil, where the regular Zentarum are like the major bads.
Yeah, major bad.
But yeah, so and then Zymina just goes, yeah, so we just have another faction that's looking at us and making sure we're doing everything they want us to not bother them.
Yeah, they pretty much just want us to stay out of their hair and just do things against Xanathar, which we're like already doing. So don't even know why he kidnapped us.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I mean, we did kill the dudes at the Zentarum dudes at the
that lady's house.
yeah,
in the dock ward.
where we rescued all the...
Well, that was Xanathar's.
That was Xanathar.
I'm pretty sure...
No, that was Ersto Floxen was there, and it had Zentarum in there trying to kill.
Oh, you mean at Lady Growlhound's villa?
Growlhound's.
I thought. I'm sorry. I thought you meant because you said Dockward, so I thought you meant
Dockward.
Okay.
Yeah, I was confused.
That's okay. Yeah,
that's another lady, so that's fine. No,
but like, we haven't been to
a lot of ladies.
Growlhound in like
Oh yeah,
20 episodes.
Oz holds up the newspaper at the racist lady's house.
Oh, she's missing. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, so how was your time, Craig and Oz? What'd you guys do? I mean, do we have anything else, Imina? I don't feel like we have anything else to tell them.
Did you tell us that he was talking about the stone? Or just that...
we mentioned the entirety of the conversation.
Yeah,
so
I mean, we
Okay.
would. I just can't remember from last week.
It was
you
a
would
lot
mention
of
everything over.
We
And
will
if you have
do
questions, let me know.
Zamina will
So-
specifically say that, as far as I know, and then she'll say it in a whisper, nobody knows that we have the stone, including
Perfect.
Manchu. So let's try and keep it that way, or figure out a way to deal with it, or hide it somewhere other than just in the hole. Unless that's a good idea, I don't really know.
I think that's a good idea.
To take it
Try
out
to-
of the hole?
Trying to figure out a better way to deal with it.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do a check on it and see if I can learn anything.
So
Are you saying that in game?
Yeah. I'm gonna take it out and inspect it.
Okay, so you open up the hole, and just like before, it kind of like pops out, like just got shot out of a cannon, just with some force, and it just pops out and just kind of rolls on the ground a bit. It is about 5 feet from you as you reach down and pick it up, right? To do like a Arcana check on it.
Yep.
Okay.
When it pops out, like
Mhm.
Oz kind of like flinches a
Yeah,
little.
I was gonna say I could totally see Oz and Craig like, oh, okay, Miki's got it. Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
The pole.
Meanwhile, Zamina's like, okay, and
Yeah, Oz, Craig, and Mikhail, all three of you. It's kind of cool to see the stone again. Glad to know it's safe, and just want to make sure. It looks nice. It looks nicer than before. I like it. It's a good. Yeah,
It's nice.
it's nice. Does that mean that you're
nice.
like, oh, whatever, it's a rock?
it's the source of everyone's greed. I have no interest in it.
Mm-hmm. Especially the indulging. So yes, if you could please roll an Arcana check for me, Mikhail. I can take a look and see what you
Yep,
get.
I rolled a 16 plus
Mhm.
6.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Question mark.
Wow.
22. Okay. So,
Kill.
now normally I would. Okay, no, I'm just getting ahead of myself here. So,
Don't do that. I mean, do that. Do it.
No, not in this case. So here's what you know. Okay, when you do an Arcana check on it, you kind of get a sense of divination magic from it. For the School of Divination, you do know that you can. So basically, it's a glossy greenish gray stone that fits in the palm of your hand. It's pretty small. You do know that you can cast a spell called Legend Lore, and I'll put this in here as well. It has 3. I'll put this in the chat here as well, just so you have it here. We don't want to copy all of that.
Or ignore.
Sure, we can.
It copied a lot of stuff. We don't want that because that's for me to know.
Okay.
Yeah, Legend Lore spell. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, basically, you're getting it's not entirely arcane based. There is some magical properties with this, but for the most part, you do know you can cast a spell with it, but there's something going on that's probably not magic related. But there is divination, so there's like a presence of some kind. Because with Legend Lore, you can communicate to get information about things. And in your head, you're like, what can I communicate with?
So we could like ask it. It's like a genie. Like we could ask it a question and it could grant us wishes.
Well, you don't get a wish. You don't get indication for wishes, but you do
a
get
wish
indication.
spell. Cool. Yeah.
With legend lore. And with legend lore, basically, I can copy the spell here as well. You pretty much name or describe a person, place, or object, and it brings to your mind a brief summary of that lore about the thing that you named. So it may consist of tales, forgotten stories, secret lore that has never been widely known. However, if you name something that isn't of legendary importance, you get no information. That's why it's legend lore. So the more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed you should receive it. That's normally what it does. And I'll put that in here as well. So it is ideally like figuring out, like, especially where the vault is, for example, in the key, it's similar to that. So, like, you can ask about the key, for example, and that makes sense to kind of put two and two together. You're like, oh, you first thought it was a key you can just unlock with, but it's a key to, like, a location or a key to what I need to do to get access to if there is a vault. That's kind of what you gather. You do also, you notice that there's something more to it, but it's not arcane really. It's just like you can't put your finger on it quite yet. But it has divination magic in it.
Be right back. Just a second.
Sure. So, then legend lore is a divination spell.
It'll just be messed up for a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah. So, and I'll put that here for you. So, that's just a link to the spell. Yeah. So you take a look at the spell. I mean, take a look at the stone, and you're just like, oh, that's interesting. So, how do you communicate this with your friends? Mika.
Sorry. Dennis
That's okay.
is asking me to do something to help with the stream.
That's okay, and if you need to do it, that's fine.
Not that long.
It's all good. I mean, like, as long as they can hear us at the moment, I'm okay with that. Oh, okay. Perfect. So,
okay, we're in boxes.
that's fine. We can be in boxes.
We're in boxes. So, wrong boxes. Okay, so I mean, I'll share it. Like, unless me holding the stone makes me not want to share it.
It's nice in your hand. It's a nice feeling. It's like a lucky rock. You kind of like shiny things.
Yeah. So I'll choose to share the information, and then I'll just say, like, who should attune to this? Like, somebody should.
Mikhail. I will say, Mikhail, even though you're saying it in a very diplomatic way, you secretly wish you could attune to it.
Absolutely.
Craig and Oz also think that attuning to it would be good for them for their own reasons.
Oz volunteers.
I say we play a little game of stone, parchment, and shears.
I mean, it's just like looking
stone,
between the
parchment, dagger.
Oh, why? That took a turn.
That's what you play with the net, everything. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
I neither confirm
you,
nor deny anything.
You guys can decide how you want to go about it.
I mean, it just goes, I personally don't think it's a great time to attune to something, but if you guys feel the need, which for some reason you all do, count that as mysterious. I've known you guys for a while, and you guys have never really wanted in this way, so I think it's a little odd, but...
I'm really good at lying, so I think I should do it.
Are you? Okay, cool.
You know,
I am just gonna sit over here and observe and hope for the best.
Okay, fine. I'm the second best liar in the group. There, you happy?
I think somebody who has a good constitution should.
Oh yeah, so you should just have the stone because you're strong. Okay.
I'm less likely to use it than
I would argue that I have a better constitution than you do.
Oz has a constitution of +4. That's the highest.
Sipping.
Yes, you sip that tea, Zymina. But I'm intelligent. So I can attuned to it because I'm smart.
As you have the stone in your hand, Mikhail, you're kind of holding it a little bit harder than normal. Than you were
Absolutely.
before.
Why are you
Well-
white-knuckling the stone, Mikhail?
You don't
Just
know that
trying
their
to
name
make
is
a decision.
Mikhail.
You don't know
Oh,
my name is
Mickey.
Mikhail yet. Sorry.
Echo, but yes.
Thank you.
Well, I think if you guys are going to continue and fight over it and waste precious daylight, perhaps the stone parchment dagger would be efficient. Shears. I didn't look at the chat yet.
Cheers.
I think of like boulder parchment shears. I heard that too, but I like stone parchment shears or dagger.
Boulder.
Whatever works. Go for it.
Otherwise, if you guys have a different way of resolving it, come up with it now. And it has to be something you can all do equally the same. Otherwise, it won't be fair.
Oh god, whatever.
She pours herself a drink because at this point she's just like, I wish I could get drunk.
Alright, are we going on 3 or after 3?
Well, who are you guys going all together, or are you doing this as separate, or how is this happening?
This is every DM's nightmare.
Dan's like, this is not what I had planned, you guys.
Well, we can't do a drinking contest because some of you might not last out other people.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
can't do a
Oz is
strength
gonna win
test,
because they
can't
have
do intellect.
constitution.
Well,
Also, I don't drink alcohol.
true.
But I do have an
Yeah.
argument that if we're trying to get this to the Harpers, I'm the only one who's actually part of the Harpers.
Do we really want to give this to the Harpers?
We're not giving it to anybody. We're keeping this for ourselves.
Are we?
Yes, Oz. Obviously, we're keeping this stone. It's nice.
It's nice. Is that what we've been trying to find this stone for this whole time? Is because it's nice?
It feels nice, okay?
I think Simena might be onto something about odd behavior.
I
Are you
haven't
guys
noticed
gonna-
anything.
Not yet. You just know it's pretty nice and it's in your hand. Are you guys gonna do? Are you doing both?
It's in your
Are you doing
hand.
boulder parchment shears? Dagger?
We do it like 2 and then like a round, like all at the same time.
All at the same time.
Oh god.
You'd also just do.
Rock, paper,
It's a,
scissors, shoot, and then go. Okay, ready?
No. We go on shoot.
if you want
Okay.
Dan to be more in control of this, you can also just draw cards.
So I'm the
I'm about to do psychic damage on y'all. If you didn't forget.
Pick a number.
Fair.
We're playing D&D. Let's freaking roll a dice.
Okay, fine. We'll roll dice.
What are we rolling?
Just roll d20. Whoever has the highest keeps the
Okay.
sum.
Best out of
Okay.
2, best out of 3, or
Just
just
one
straight up?
roll.
Just
Alright.
one.
One roll.
There you go. And I want it to be on roll 20, so there's no cheating.
Nah, it's okay.
Be like,
There could be cheating in the game, though. I mean, if you really want the stone that bad.
Let's just get this over with and move
turn out in
on.
my favor.
What did you guys get? 2?
2.
Uh,
I got a 5.
5?
Damn it! I got a 4.
Oh, 2, 4, 5. You know, just for fun, I'm gonna see what I'm gonna roll. Just because I'm like, I don't want it, but that'd be just a twist. Like,
Oh my god.
2! I'm not interested.
Oh
It's
my
so
God.
funny.
Oh,
So, just from your discussions, as you discuss amongst yourselves and just your influence on each other, you guys kind of come to the agreement that probably Oz would be good dealing with it, because since there was some arcana like aspects of it, there may be something else, or maybe a religious type of thing along with it too. Tyler, it's good to see you in the chat. Tyler, could you do me a favor? Because I don't see anyone else in the chat. Can you give me a number between 1 to 100 twice, please? So 2 numbers between 1 to 100.
damn.
God.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so as you have it in your hand right now, as you hold the stone, it
Okay.
does take about an hour to attune to it, so like a short rest.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we have some. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So yeah, unless you guys want to do anything else, or wait till excuse me, Oz attunes to it, feel free. 67 and 11. Okay. Thank you so much, Tyler. Thank you for joining the chat, too.
Oh, man. I think Oz is going to go up to their room to tune.
Okay.
Yep, sure. Take it away and just go upstairs. Fine.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. Are you guys doing anything else?
I'm
Oz
just
attunes
watching
to it?
this go on, and I'm just like, man, it's like the 3 children are in here again. And then she'll kind of loudly say, well, don't forget that we're going to try and go rescue Nanette from Xanathar's lair in the little fighting ring, Oz. So don't get too attached to your stone.
I will be back in an hour. Ready to go.
Wow, and it only takes most people 20 minutes.
It's a short rest. Turd Nugget, come on.
Tyler, I also need you to give me a number between 1 to 69, please.
Ooh.
Come
nice.
on.
The magic number. 42.
Yeah. So, okay, then we'll just go straight to the attunement. So Oz, as you're holding on to the stone, it just feels very nice. It's very comforting. You're thinking like, oh, this time we've been looking for it. It's finally here. Xanathar doesn't have it. Thank you, Tyler. No one else has it. It's pretty random.org, yeah. It's very nice. You feel just like a presence in the back of your mind. Like you hear some just like some guttural noises and just airy noises along with it. So I will give you this. So as you attune to the stone, you get a benefit from it.
Okay.
Okay. So, and this was part of what Tyler had in here, so. You, so you get access to a first level spell. You can use an action to cast one first level spell.
Okay.
And that spell I have for you is Thunderous Smite.
Ooh.
So you can use it as a bonus action, and the first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon rings with thunder that is audible within 300 feet of you. It does an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target.
Nice.
And if the target's a creature, they must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you or knocked prone.
Cool.
So that you can cast that. But after you cast a spell, you roll a d6. On a roll of 1 to 5, you can't cast it again until the next dawn. So that's a property you have with that. However, there is also a minor detrimental property to this as well. So while attuned to the artifact, you... So if someone takes the stone, and you're going to be blinded until you get the stone back. Or until you're not into it.
Honestly, work.
So, it happened, and then you just hear that voice, just like a guttural, airy voice,
Hmm.
and it's not the Raven Queen. Something.
Okay. Oz does want to pray to the Raven Queen before leaving for Xanathar's. Just kind of asking for wisdom and strength for before going into this, and
as
for
you
dealing with the stone.
Mhm.
Since I'm assuming they consciously know there's another presence there, and they know it's not the Raven Queen. So,
as you try to pray and reach out to the Raven Queen, you hear the voice says, "You can pray to me instead. I'm here with you.
Nope.
Can answer your questions. We are one now.
Yeah, Oz goes downstairs and is like, all right, nope, this is not going to work. This not
Are you
okay.
choosing not to tune into it anymore?
Yeah. If
Okay.
that's an option, yes.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh my
crap.
gosh, what a twist!
I
Oh my
was gonna
God,
say,
I was not
Yagra, is that
prepared.
you, girl?
I think it was
Alright.
Ball.
No.
Wisdom saving throw. So I'm proficient in wisdom saving throws. So rolled 11 plus 3 plus 2. So 16. Is that
16.
right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Alright.
just look at it. It's still pretty nice. But yeah, maybe someone else can give it a try.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go back downstairs and put it on the counter and be like, this is not going to work. There's something else in there, and
What do you
I'm
mean
not.
something
I
else?
hold out my hand.
There's something else. Something was trying to talk to me and was blocking my connection to the Raven Queen.
Fortunately, I
Oh.
have no connections I need to maintain.
Oh, that surely is a
Hang on,
surprise.
I
isn't
can't
it?
hear Dennis. He doesn't have his mic on.
Can you hear me now?
It's hard. It's hard with that. Yeah. What were you saying, Dennis?
Fortunately,
you.
I have no connections.
Oh, sorry. Technical problems. Yep. No worries. No worries. Yeah, you just look at the stone Oz, and yeah, of course, Raven Queen is your number one. It was just very interesting. It definitely took you by surprise. Oh, please bear with us, guys. We're just having some technical stuff at the moment. But yeah,
What about
you definitely felt a sentient type of entity with that. All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
Fortunately,
all right, Dennis. What were you saying?
I have no connections I need to maintain. Perhaps I should try.
Zamina just like looks from Oz to Craig and then right at Miki is like, well, as if this is gonna end well. She doesn't say anything though. She just like let y'all figure it out.
If you feel
I
it's
guess. Go ahead.
if you feel it's appropriate, of course.
Well, obviously I want it, but if I can't talk to Ball, then that might not be for the best.
You were just praying, and then that's when the entity voiced himself to you, or themselves to you. So, who's going to take the stone?
Go, Craig.
All right, Craig, you're taking the stone?
Yeah, I will try my hand at attuning to it.
All right. Yeah. So if no one else is going to do anything, you wait an hour. You are now attuned to the stone. It's the same properties. So Oz does not have that problem anymore, but the blindness, because you're not attuned to it anymore. But same rule goes apply to you. You can cast the spell Thunderous Smite, first level, and then after you do it, roll 1 to 6. If you get a 6, you can cast it again. 1 to 5, it has to wait a long rest. Also, you'll be blinded if the stone is out of your possession if you're more than 10 feet away. So, yeah. So, you take the stone, and you just feel it's almost invading in a sense, but it's just like someone's just like whispering into your ear and just making casual conversation. Just hear the airy breath and the grunting and growling.
I hear you breathing.
Good. I feel your rage. Perhaps we are a good pair. Why did you find me? Answers, probably.
Yeah, I believe there's something else we're looking for.
Tell me.
I'm
eager to give answers.
So I rejoined the group with the stone in hand. I asked the entity what its name is.
Hello.
Wow, that was so good. We had no idea.
I'm now surprised. Swipe right.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Not swipe right.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I'm sorry, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, but I can.
All right, go for it.
What is it? What are you?
I am God.
See, there's a.
Are you just talking out loud? And we don't hear the response, right? We just hear Craig talking.
Yeah, you don't hear the response, but if Craig, you're saying this out loud, you hear Craig, but you just don't hear the stone. He just looks like he's talking to a rock, basically.
Fair enough.
See,
but
I say back to it. See, there's a lot of beings that purport themselves to be gods, and not every one of them could be a god. So, is there some other way you classify yourself?
Right.
Can you say that again?
Sorry. Friend.
Friend. Okay. Can I do?
I provide. Go
can
ahead.
I do an insight check on that?
Sure. Let me see what the kind of charisma is of a rock. Let me see.
Charisma is of a rock.
Okay. I mean, no, it's sentient, so there is stats. So, actually, let me.
What is a charisma?
Okay, so, yeah. Mm-hmm. What's your insight?
Well, it's higher than 4.
I rolled 17.
Okay. So, from what you gather, friend is a very loose term. He's using it in a way. It sounds malevolent in nature. It seems like it does, like it says what it does. It's just more of like, it's not a good, ill will, super friendly entity. That's what you gather. It's more an opportunistic, like people who want answers, basically. This is like he's being truthful where you could be friends with him in some way because he can give you what he wants. It's just more of what his overall vibe is. It's just you kind of getting more of an evil vibe, just from the way he's being opportunistic or like a chaotic neutral type of thing. You don't get any good alignment or entity from this at all.
I tell the group. So there is an entity in the stone. Its name is Galore. And it is telling me that it's a friend, but I have some serious doubts as to its intentions.
Well, you could always ask it what it's wanting to do here. It's sentient, but I don't see it moving around on its own to get anywhere. So what's its purpose besides what we've been told?
What is... is there something you want from us?
Hungry for knowledge. Will
it's fair.
give knowledge back as payment.
It says it wants knowledge, and in return, it will give us knowledge we do not have.
Out of game, just letting you know, again, Miki discovered you can cast Legend Lore with it. That allows you to pretty much like ask something about an event or time or location, something that it's pretty much referring to that. It is hungry for knowledge, but you do know you can cast a spell.
Okay.
So just to clarify that. Mm-hmm.
Should we ask it about the event?
I mean, yeah.
We could.
Out of game,
Sounds
what
like
event are you referring to?
Like, the big thing that happened that we can't remember.
Gotcha.
Like,
Okay, I just
Did
wanted
they
to
just-
make sure because there's so many events in this game.
How many?
I'm like,
Yeah.
1275 BC. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
because like it's the was it I keeps being referred to something like the battle or the war or the plague, or not the plague, but the something happened and it keeps being referred to, and then we came back to life, like we died in it, but I don't remember what it's being called. Cal doesn't remember.
There was no name for it. You just
Okay.
know that there was possibly a war between two countries, and you were caught in the middle of it, and then you were brought here.
Okay.
So you can definitely ask, but again, it determines if it's legend worthy or not.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
Ask about the plague of Striola.
Galore.
Yes.
What do you know of the plague of Striola?
Sure. There are you get taken back, and you see a whole bunch of farmland, crops like fresh wheat grown, like farmers, milkmaids. They're just pretty much harvesting. You think of for a fall season, you see kids playing around with blocks. You see, everything's very very happy, and then you just blink your eyes, and then you open, and then you just see green smoke evaporating the entire land. You see same farmers, children, milkmaids, with blemishes and huge warts on their faces. Some crawling on the ground, some losing weight, some black-green bile that is coming from their mouths as they just struggle to crawl to their next location. You see a figure, a humanoid figure, adorning black clothing and a plague mask on their face as well.
I wonder
As-
who that is.
Does the mask look familiar?
And I don't know if you've seen Mikil's mask.
I take it with me.
You do.
I do. I normally
It
have it on my
is-
person.
You notice it is an almost exact copy of Mikil's plague mask.
Like a copy in that it could be the same mask?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then you hear, you see an older woman crawling to the leg of this person, joining maybe with school teacher clothes. And she says, "Michael, why? Why Striola?" And then you just see a ring of fire underneath her. And then that's what you see. You go flash back into Trollskull Manor.
Nice. And only Dennis or Craig had seen this, right? Since
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I look directly at Miki. And do we know about Ball?
I mean, I
You
literally
guys,
just said
yeah.
something.
yeah. Miki's been pretty up, like forward with it. Yeah, upfront with it.
So,
And you guys saw the whole situation,
yeah.
but when he was spacing out, when you first met him.
So I look at Miki and I'm like, you destroyed Striola. You brought the plague upon them.
So I mean, it just like looks over at Miki and Craig and is like, "Oh, he's being serious." Then, because I feel like this is what she would say. Wow, so you do have the highest body count. Who would have thought?
So the stone showed you something. So that means it was a legendary event. I don't know, Craig. I'm guessing yes. I maybe have had visions, and the stone has kind of confirmed things of my past.
That you're a mass murderer?
I prefer plague doctor, I think.
Doctors help people.
Not me. Apparently.
Mikhail, you think you help people by cleansing the world from people that don't deserve to be on it.
Oh, Hitler, great.
I did
Hey
not
now.
say that.
Euthanize
Hey now. No.
Well,
No.
way to
Dr.
go.
Kevorkian?
Thanos.
So,
No.
so Craig, you do get that vision. Mikhail, you're still trying to figure out answers, but yeah, from Craig now noticing that you really kind of question the stone now.
Yeah.
How
Right.
Yeah.
And also that was my confirmation that actually is me.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I mean, not that I thought Ball was lying. It was just confirmation. It was just a confirmation that Miki needed. And then I'll say, I also learned my true name.
Michael.
No. I mean, I think I was called that.
You twinge when you hear that name.
I was,
You're not that name anymore.
I'm not Michael. No. It's Mikhail.
All three of you did not notice about this. Yeah, this is all new.
Me kill as in you kill?
Yeah. I did. Obviously, I'm someone different a little now.
Greg, you get another vision from the stone.
Oh no.
Oh.
As you see what appears to be like a stone basement of some kind. You see glassware, some potions getting made. What you think is probably Michael, like a younger Michael, probably like adolescent years, just working on things, reading books. And then you see an older gentleman, probably like in his 40s or 50s, human, walk down the stairs yelling at Mikhail for not making him dinner. Like, you need to go upstairs and make me some chicken now. And you hear Michael say, no, I ain't mom. And then he slaps Mikhail right in the face. And the scuffle happens. Father's trying to choke Michael out. Michael finds what appears to be like a flask, hits him over the side of it, like cuts him on the side of the face. And Michael gets on top of what you maybe think is his father, pours down some sort of dark green liquid into his mouth. A moment passes, you see him convulse as green foam comes out of his mouth. As Michael looks back and is shocked and kind of goes against the wall as you see his dad try to go up and try to reach out and grab him, and then collapses on the floor as his face shows those same symptoms as what you saw in the farmland of that big plague. And then you hear the voice from the stone. Knowledge.
I asked, where did you obtain this knowledge?
You asking the stone?
Yes.
Good question, though.
People who seek answers, I give as payment. I know others been searching for me for the vault. Is that why you sought me?
Yes.
Okay, and then you hear a pause, and then you hear a light chuckle, and it says, very good. The vault is located in the Pink Flump Theater. Search in one of the dressing rooms. Trap door will lead you to the front of the vault, where you will need 3 keys. And out of game, this was the random chat thing I had last session, because there's multiple keys of what you guys need to do to unlock this vault. So with the numbers 5, 3, and 1, this is what you need. In order just to kind of speed it up here and just let you know, you have to do. You have 3 keys. The first key, you need to have a performance of the song Your Beardy Face. So, it is, can anyone roll Craig, can you roll a history check for me, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your beardy face.
Your Beardy Face.
12.
Okay, sure. You know, for the most part, it's performed by bards. It's a dwarven song, and it is a duet with bagpipes.
Maybe we
Get-
can get
yes.
Hal's friend, Oz's friend.
The other key you need, another key you need gems worth at least 1,000 dragon. And the third key that you need is a beardless dwarf.
What are the chances that we get the beard song and then a beardless dwarf?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He explains those are the keys. Yes.
What if we get a beardless dwarf that can sing Your Beardy Face? Can we kill 2 birds with 1 stone?
Out of game?
Yes.
You have to find out.
Mystery.
Man.
Yes. But that's what you get from that.
I was not expecting this to be so silly. I was expecting this to be very serious, and that was silly.
I know, yes.
Well, I guess what do you expect from a sentient being?
I communicate the details to that the stone has given me to the rest of the group. And I suppose with all of the information the entity has given us, perhaps we should tell it something in return.
But doesn't it know everything already?
It doesn't.
What could we possibly tell him?
It doesn't know
Or
everything. It says it seeks knowledge. It hungers for knowledge.
Pink Flump is also in the Castle Ward, guys. Just like, just south of the market.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
What does it want to know?
You hear a voice in your head, Craig, that says, "What makes you angry?" The most. Tell me your knowledge.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this to be a thing. A talking stone, 3 hidden keys that we have to find, a beardless dwarf, a singing dwarf with bagpipes.
It's a dwarven song, so anyone can perform it. Just letting you know that. Yeah.
This is quite elaborate.
Mm-hmm.
I get the most angry at innocents being mistreated and harmed or killed or taken advantage of.
Interesting. One who does killing has morals. Strong morals. Almost imbued. Thank you. That satisfies me.
Do you know what I am?
An agent. A vessel. A warrior. Family.
It's very cryptic.
Part of the stone, man.
We're literally just sitting here listening to him talk to himself. We're just like,
Yeah. You're like, what's going on here?
yeah, we're like, this is weird.
Oz, you get a paper bird sent to you.
Okay.
In the meantime. Do you open it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You see it's from Vajra. And it looks like to be another quest.
Okay.
Normally she sends it, but she's writing to you and says, "Sorry, big rush, just quickly writing this out." And you just see just scribbles in there. You kind of have to look really closely at it. It says, "Xanathar is using intellect devourers to take control of Waterdevians and key positions throughout the city. We must deal with this problem at once. Infiltrate Xanathar's lair and destroy whatever is responsible for creating these creatures."
Shit. Nihilor.
And you see what appears to be another document attached of just reports and just intel, and you see a rough sketch of a mind flayer in very elaborate clothing that looks very similar to Nihilor. So she wants you to defeat Nicolor.
Oh
Man, if we would only have taken him out in the second episode.
Very hard.
It would have been hard.
Oz just slides the papers over to Zymina and kind of like puts her head in their hand, like, oh my god.
Kind of like slightly reading through it. She just goes, "What's new?" We'll get to it when we get to it. At this point, we're worried about our friend talking to himself in a speaking stone.
Like,
We also have
one stone now.
Speaking of information, Craig, could you ask it if it knows anything about the Raven Queen and her children?
Galore, what do you know of...
Yes, friend.
What do you know of the Raven Queen and her children?
Sure. You flashback again. You sense some sort of extra-dimensional plane. There's no ground. It's just suspended in air. As you see a woman with long black hair adorning that white porcelain mask. As you see her hair coming apart, her breath falling up, her powers and essence wrapping everything together, as you see 5 separate angels. With wings. All look up at her. And you hear one that says, "My children, you ought to carry my work throughout this material plane. You all have a purpose, and I love all of you so much." You see one by one, the angels are going through what looks like some sort of void or just walking into the darkness. One by one. That's what you see.
interesting.
Knowledge hungry. Want more. Give it to me. It's getting really hungry now, and it's getting, because that sounded like it was a lot of information to give to you that not a lot of people know about, and because of the severity of that, really wants something more. And wants it very quickly.
What can I tell him?
Zamina just shakes her head like, I didn't get into this situation. She's trying to think of anything that even matters at this point. She doesn't know.
What are you scared of? Show me your darkest fears.
Out of game, I'm not really sure what I'm scared of.
I got you. You connect with the entity, and you see you and Yagra out on a walk, going on in the city, both smiling, enjoying each other's company. And then your fur gets really warm. you just see these people getting beat up as you walk. These children getting abused. People just killing each other. It makes you so angry. You just blank out for a second only to find laying dead at your feet, totally smashed open, is Yagra. Blood dripping from her eyes. Crying. Dead.
I fear to lose Yagra to my rage.
Very good. I am satisfied with that knowledge.
That's scary.
And we don't know any of this. We're just
Yeah. So it's up to you if you want to reveal all this, Craig, to the group. You can choose what to reveal as time goes on. It is getting mid to late afternoon still. You do have more information now. If you still want to ask a stone, you can. You do have you do know where the vault is for the most part, and and you know what key is and what you need to get to access it. You
we
also
don't know
have
where the vault is.
You do know, he said, the entity said it was in the Pink Flumph Theater, and you have to check one of the dressing rooms with a trapdoor.
I don't know why I had assumed that. That was probably not where it actually is. I just, in my head, was like, there's no way.
Well, that's what it said. So, you have that. You also have the castle entrance as well. It's up to you what you guys want to do. I think it would be a good time to take a small break, so then that way you guys can kind of discuss amongst yourselves what to do, because there was a lot of information. So thank you guys. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Toodles. Same.
And we're back.
Woo! All right. Hello, guys. Welcome back. All right. We all took a nice little break. We are ready. What are you guys gonna do? Because you have the stone now. And just for time reasons, Mikhail, you're giving the whole
I'm
to
going to give the whole to
Craig.
Craig.
Perfect, so that he can have the stone roughly on his person.
There's really
Okay.
nothing in it, which is funny.
Yeah, I thought you had
There's
some
like
stuff.
mechanical parts from.
I mean, you got a stuffed unicorn too. I think you won at the fair or something. So
What?
yeah, didn't you win a game at the fair? You won like a stuffed unicorn.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, it's so fluffy. I want to die.
Yeah,
Wow. I totally
gotta
forgot about
keep.
that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
sit with that.
Yes, you should. Yeah,
Oh, there's like mechanical parts in there from that
from the nimble, right?
nimble right we killed.
Yeah.
Like,
That too. Mm-hmm.
All right.
that's all I have in there.
So what are you guys going to do? What is your plan? What is your plan of attack? What are you doing?
Xanathar. We're going to Xanathar's.
Going to Xanathar's lair?
Yep. I think to help Annette and figure it out from there.
We gotta.
Okay.
Oz wants to find Annette. Oz now has to kill Nihilor. Yay! And we have the guy that needs to be assassinated. That was
Gnarls Ibrandas.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Are you guys taking Jarlaxle off her like an escort of I think it was 4 drow? To
So,
accompany you?
Zymina wouldn't, just because she feels at this point that they would just be more of a hindrance with how weak they seem to be, and just more babysitting for them, plus more people sneaking in. She would say no, but if the group like ultimately decides she would send a paper bird letting him know that we would accept the escort. That's what she says in game. She just says that she would prefer not to, with 4 of us already drawing enough of attention. But if you guys want an escort, I'll ask.
At least an escort to where it's located, and then we send them on their way.
That would be the most helpful.
Assuming we
Otherwise,
don't
do we know
where
where we're going? Sorry, Cal.
Yeah. No, that's the same point.
You do not know where his lair is. You knew where his hideout was, and where Nihilor used that orb to go somewhere. But in regards to his actual lair, you do not know where that is. There are ways of getting information, and you network with people, so you never know. You know, again, like you do have Jarlaxle as an example, but that doesn't have to be the only way you guys get information. It is entirely up to you guys how you want to handle it.
You want to ask the stone?
Maybe not.
It's a legendary place.
I think it's legendary. He has a fish.
He has a fish keeper.
Yes, he does.
Yes,
I guess I would also vote to have them lead us to the lair and then disperse.
Yeah, I concur with Oz.
Well, as long as they know where it is, then that's fine. If they don't know where it is, we'd still have to ask Jarlaxle. So, unless they're coming along with the instruction of knowing how to get in.
Right. I thought that was what the escort was for, was to lead us to the lair.
Was to lead us and also help with the mission.
Yeah, to help like fight and stuff like that. So yeah, they can at least lead us there. I think that'll be the best thing. I'll send a paper bird to Jarlaxle, letting him know that we are willing to go into the lair to take care of the trader and to do what we can before leaving.
Okay.
And that we would appreciate the escort to lead us to where we can get in to the lair, but they won't be needed to go in with us, but just stand watch around and make sure that we come back and send word if we don't. That's what I'll say.
I think that's good.
Okay. It will take some time for him to respond though, because it is a paper bird. So, you like as a couple hours pass, you don't hear from him. So I would say out of game, you would have to wait till either like late in the evening or probably the next morning before you would hear back from him.
Evening's fine. Because right now, I guess we can continue asking the stone questions if Craig feels the need to. Keep sharing personal details in front of all of us, unless it's telepathic. We can have Miki practice his gun because you never used it.
Should
Otherwise-
we go somewhere other than our manor for gun practice?
Saying you can also ask Click or someone else from your faction to help out
Could
if
do
you
it in
think
the
they can go
basement.
to the lair.
What was that, Dennis?
They could test fire the gun in the basement.
It's a cellar.
Cellar, same difference.
It's yeah.
Well,
Or we can
basement's,
just-
jump
basement's
ahead, right?
bigger. Cellar,
You-
I
you-
feel like
mm.
it's like tiny.
If you guys, I would say you guys can take a long rest if you want, and then that will lead you to the time where you guys can go down to Xanathar's lair.
Cool.
Yeah, also that. Perfect.
Clean my
So-
armor, all that
Perfect.
stuff.
Yep. You guys get a long rest. You get all your spells back, abilities back. People that need to prepare their spells, please prepare your spells accordingly going into Xanathar's lair as well.
Point.
All right. You do get a paper bird back as you wake up, big dead of night. It's around like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. You do get a paper bird from Jarlaxle. It does read out to you. It says, "Oh, Zymina, my daughter, thank you so much for taking on this mission. We are going to have the 4 escort also follow through with the mission because I instructed them to do so. I understand you may be worried about their safety, but I want to make sure that they follow through with their promises as well, because this is a Brigandare matter. All respects, I trust you, winky face. JB."
Perfect.
And he provides the names of the 4 drow that are in there. You have Aranis, which is Arrannis. Nurzek. Aranis Nurzek is the full name. NUR_ZEKK. You also have Beldar Telebath. It's B as a boy, ELDAR. Telebath is TLABBATH. There's also Rilvar Telebath, RYLVAR, until
Another
Yep.
family.
Then you have one more named Dragnifine Urus. It's DRAKNAF as in Frank, EIN. Last name is Urus, URISS.
So many names.
A lot of names.
You know that video I sent you on TikTok, Dan, where people just make up names to make the other person laugh? I swear that's what the book does.
Yeah, that's how things happen in this story.
Too many names to remember.
Foreign wiggle.
Too many names. So many. All right.
Foreign
Many.
hamburger.
So, just for time reasons, I will say the 4 drow knock at your door, and they just give you a silent head nod. They're all male. Very, I hate saying generic, but are they're probably like
I mean, they are.
young to mid 20s, like young, strong, nimble, possibly. They're there to help. They're very serious. They nod at you, they shake your hand, and they introduce themselves to you as well. And going into it. And they take you, they actually have a wagon for you. And they take, it has like drapes on it too. It's very, very secretive. That takes you to what appears to be some sort of like sewer grate that you see. That's pretty familiar. Not the ones you went through before, but definitely similar design. As you walk down and they climb down a ladder and go through, sewer access, keep out city watch. They open the door as well for you. And you are in just this rancid, smelly sewer. But there's also more of like a sulfur tint to it. It's unsettling, but it's a different smell. Like it's more like people live down here basically. But you don't sense any sewage. It's just more of the aroma. As I'm just getting the map ready for you guys right now.
Cool.
Let me just do this here. Please bear with me one moment, because you added the drow. So I'd add the drow in here for you. All right. Actually, let me just get you guys to the map itself here.
You're doing great, Dan.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
Ooh, woo.
Yep. One second, I'm just rearranging everything because this is a big map, guys. Heads up. So we will need to zoom in from time to time, everyone.
I can see that. Oh dear.
Yes. So,
No, okay, Dan. Really?
What is
What is that?
picture up there?
It's someone we know, but I don't know why they're on there, Dan.
Oh, is it not blocked off?
No.
one?
Whopper is not.
Oh. Oh, there. Oh, whoa.
Oh, Wobbit.
I feel like
wow.
that was not intentional, or that
That's so
wasn't.
random.
It wasn't. No, I had to bring up his picture again. So Robert, if people are watching, is a D&D character that I voiced back in the day. Well, when he talks like this, he's so very great. Goodbye, Xanatar's where? Goodbye. Ooh. He's gone.
Sure he is, as we encounter him in
I'm
another
so
room.
scared.
That would be funny. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
we all love Wobbit here.
We all love Wabba. We talk like this the whole
Why is this
entire
Super
game.
Blue?
Oh, so
Yes, you can
anyway, we need to make a plan for when we go down these steps into the sewer so we don't just get caught and found in battle every single time.
Exactly.
We don't want sewer
I'm gonna
play.
stab something if you guys keep talking like
I
that.
know, this is why.
You love us, Cal.
So,
Okay.
before we go into
Everything.
the sewer grate,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna cast Pass Without a Trace
Okay, cool.
at this point on all of us because I just feel like we're be sneaky. There's no way that we can go in and out without being noticed if we're just being our normal selves. So we need all the help we can get.
I
if
will
that
say,
matters.
when you cast it, you see a spiral staircase that leads it down with dim light, so that gives you like the crimson cloak that's in like around you guys. You guys descend around that dimly light. You just see that the walls of this narrow spiraling staircase are carved with opened eyes that glow with that faint magical light. And brings you to this area. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to reveal now because it's hard to bring up. Oh, I think the reveal areas. There we go.
Yes.
There we go. Perfect.
Holy tiny, you weren't kidding.
Welcome to Xanathar's
Great.
Lair, everyone.
Great.
You guys are all the way up there. Yep, there we go.
There we go. I didn't know. I thought we were starting on the top for some reason. So alrighty.
I mean, we're at the top. Make it drop.
I
there you
can't
go.
control my character, so maybe just.
Well, I'll do that. I'll do that right now.
Cool.
All right.
I'm good.
For some reason, okay.
Just not me. So
Does Pass Without a Trace cover the drow? as
drow?
well? Okay.
everyone, I
Is it
can choose
10 people?
anyone. It says you can choose anyone within 30 feet of you. There is no limit. Isn't that
Gotcha.
fun? Yeah, Veil
Wow.
of Shadows and Silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a plus 10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage. What a great spell, honestly.
Right? It's a solid spell.
I would like to make use of this in future campaigns, honestly.
It's good. Okay, so, do you guys? I mean, the drow open the door for you. And they go into this big hallway here. Do you guys follow them?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess so.
Perfect. Then let me reveal these areas here as well. And please bear with me because this is a big boy.
Okay. I'm definitely being stealthy, but
Mhm.
I'm just whispering to the first drow that's behind me, just asking, do you happen to know anything else about the lair besides where it is?
My end, sorry.
Like as where the fighting area would be?
Mhm.
Coliseum, I suppose.
I apologize on mine. I think I had a disconnect. So you said you were kind of looking to try to find like a fighting pit of some kind or direction.
Oh, I said that I was being stealthy, and that I
Okay.
was going to whisper to the drow closest behind me and just say, ask if they know anything else about the inside of the lair, where the fighting pit might be, or if they only know the entrance. And any of them, if they hear me, can feel free to respond.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, they all look at each other and they shake their heads. One of them, Beldar, looks at you and says, "I know this is our first time here in the lair. It's quite unsettling, quite frankly. But I would think, I don't know, we just were on the outside. I mean, probably it must be in an important place. We just have to keep our wits about."
I mean, let's just try to keep as silent as possible. I've cast a spell that'll allow us all to be a little quieter, but it's not perfect. So
We're known to be sneaky ones. That's why Jolaxo had us help. So hopefully we're of some use.
perfect.
Sounds
It's an honor.
good.
It's an honor to help you, Zymina. I heard a lot of great things about you.
I roll.
No, she wouldn't.
Well,
She just kind of like maintains the look
No,
and just
me.
nods. I know,
Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying she wouldn't. But I know you would. Literally,
Yeah,
you did.
we've heard great things.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, you're standing behind me, so I look down at you and I shake my head at you and just goes, "Just do your best to not be killed."
Be killed, not me killed.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop it.
So I'm going to describe the hallway a little bit for you guys. So actually, let me talk about the lair in general. So unless noted otherwise, rooms are 20 feet high and hallways are 15 feet high.
Wow.
Rooms and corridors are brightly lit by continual flame spells cast on wall sconces.
Oh,
Most doors are single circular slabs of stone, 8 feet in diameter and 6 inches thick, with stone hinges on one side. Double doors are 16 foot wide, 8 foot high semicircles that split open down the middle. Doorknobs are set onto stone fixtures shaped like Xanathar's symbol as well.
nice.
So that kind of provides you a little bit of context with that as well.
Yep, we in a lair.
So you're in the layer. So
in
a little bit of, in the layer. Okay, so this hall, the walls are carved with eyes of all shapes and sizes. Many of the orbs have stone eyelids that open and close at regular intervals, like they're blinking at you.
Creepy.
Can everyone roll a perception check for me, please?
Yeah. Gosh, I hope I'm good at the one thing I'm good at. Oh, okay. 12.
Okay.
$18.
Okay.
Roll 14.
9?
9? Okay.
14.
14 for you. Okay, sounds good. What's really funny is that the three of you see this, but Oz doesn't. Right in this door right here, there is an eye stalk above it.
Oh. Like
so
a live eye stalk?
from what you see, it just... Let me see here. It's a ghostly eye stalk. So it looks like it's kind of like translucent or in nature, like you can have things go through it, but it's just like it's like looking around. Also, with your passive perceptions, I mean, there's a secret door right here.
I look to Oz and I go, I don't think you noticed it, but there's a translucent tentacle above your head. Perhaps let's stand away from the ghostly phallic objects and explore the secret room over here. as she like kind of turns her head to go towards the secret door. Of course, investigating for traps, just in case that's what Xanathar wants people to think, that this is a normal entrance.
Sure. I will. So one other thing I wanted to mention too, there is a door up here as well. So you have a door here, secret door here, and then normal door there. Yeah. Let you guys know. So you guys want to go through the secret door?
Yes, let's start there.
Yeah. When Ximena says that, the Oz like their head like snaps back around and is looking above the door, and they start backing up.
It's fixed on you, Oz. As you back up and just like looks at you.
Great.
But that's ghosted like eyes slowly blinks.
I hate this
Sick.
place.
All right.
Nice and cool.
Who's going in?
I mean,
Who's going in
Me.
first?
I'll do it. I was already there. I don't care. I just wanted to investigate to make sure there's nothing like obviously trapped about the door before I go through.
I'll back up, Ximena.
Okay. So whoever let me just reveal then.
Okay.
There you go. More. There we go. Do that. So as you go in, Ximena, you see this 20-foot wide magically lit hallway that connects to various areas here. You see a deep gnome. Appears to be in clownish garb that is dancing and cartwheeling up and down the hall. Between the statues that you see here. The statues are what appears to be petrified remains of intruders and Xanathar guild members that were turned into stone by Xanathar. You see humans, goblins, drow, dwarf, tiefling, a whole array of people, as well as screaming in fear. And you
Does he
see
have a beard?
The deep gnome does not have.
No, the dwarf.
Oh.
The dwarf.
Is it a
The
deep gnome?
dwarf does not have a beard.
Oh. You could capture him.
It is. I mean, it is in
Already
stone.
petrified.
Well,
Petrified? I thought he was doing cartwheels.
No, the
That was
deep
the deep
gnome.
gnome.
No.
Oh.
And then let me actually see if I can bring up some.
I'm silly.
Yeah, it's okay. No, you're fine. It's okay. Don't worry
There's
about
a
it.
lot of information.
so just quickly from like a natural like perception or investigation if I need it, does it look like these were placed here, like dragged or whatever in their spots? Or do they look like it's a pretty clean hallway, like they might have just been like turned to stone in their respective spots?
Sure. I will say with your best perception, you think that they were dragged here for decorative purposes.
Yeah, that's kind of what Ximena thought too when she saw that, and she just goes, "Oh, it's a trophy room. Well, hopefully we don't end up here."
Or
But I don't know what the hell that deep gnome is doing.
Yeah. So that's what you see here. And just manage there's clownish garb on it. As it sees you, Ximena, it does cartwheels going up to you. And you see
What do I see?
no, it just looks I know I can't get it out. Looks at you, says, "Hi there! Welcome to Xanathar's lair! Hello there. I am Flutterfoot Zipswiggle. Yes, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am his official jester." Yes.
Great. Another
Blink
lonely
twice if
thing.
you want to be here, blink once if you don't.
He doesn't blink at all as he looks at you and just stares.
You know,
So,
part of me wants to think that he's just it's an intellect devourer, but I'm just trying to watch his movements to see if there's anything else out of place, and she just waits for him to continue. She's not responding outside of that initial quip.
So, I've been assigned the task of patrolling the hallways with fun and laughter. Yes. So, I know the features and layout of the lair, as well as his current whereabouts and locations of secret doors. Except maybe one. I'm forbidden to go that one. But I offer service guide for you if you can correctly answer the following riddle. Everyone loves riddles; they're my favorite.
I before I say anything, I look to the rest of the party, but I also want to insight if this is for real or if it's just there's something else off about it. Because if it's for real, sure, I'll play along. But if it isn't, I'm just gonna kill
I
him.
also want to insight, or I want to help Zymina insight. So however you want me to do that.
I mean, I don't know that we're both very good at insight, so who knows? If you want to roll individually, double the odds. But I don't mind rolling with advantage if you would rather assist me.
I can cast guidance.
That works too.
Okay. I'll go.
Okay, here's the first D20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so consistent, which is a 12.
Oh, you're rolling advantage?
Well, if Miki was assisting me, or would you rather just have Miki roll independently?
I would think it would be separate rolls, because I don't know how you can insist with insight unless you roll 2.
Insist. Insist. Okay, Miki, roll. That's fine.
Okay,
I can add a D4.
Can I roll then? Just want one roll.
Yeah, you can roll. Yeah,
okay.
I as a DM, I'm trying to think how you would
okay.
with insight unless you did it yourself.
That's true. That is true. We should do the role play moment of that instead of the roll. So how would you assist? But either way, I rolled a 15 base. I don't know what my insight is.
I rolled a 15 plus 2 is 17.
Cool.
Hey.
Fine.
Guidance.
Sure.
I'm assuming it's a +4, so I don't know.
I'm not gonna give that to you yet. Or maybe I did already. Actually, I'm just gonna give it to you. I think. It's a +4. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay. Wow, look at that.
Wow, look at that. Wow.
My insight against the DM was correct.
Yeah. Okay. So, from what all of you gather, he seems pretty honest in his knowledge of the lair. You get a sense of desperation from him, and a sense of oh, there's people here. Oh my gosh, I need to talk to them right now. So he was really eager to talk to you guys in regards to this. So you do get a sense of. Also, he seems honest when he says the riddle. It seems like he's just continuing to practice what he's assigned to be, and is forced to do it. So
gotcha.
You don't sense any ill will, but he continues with the riddle, and he says, "Oh, all right. I come with a smile, and slaughter I rest. I could be contagious, but my medicine is best. What am I?" If you need to read it again, I can tell you.
I look behind me and I whisper so that he doesn't hear me,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want it to be part of the answer. And I just kind of go with a shrug. Laughter?
Can you say it again, please, Dan?
In the normal voice?
Yes, I will, yeah.
Sorry.
I come with a smile, and slaughter I rest. I can be contagious, but my medicine is best. What am I? And if anyone in the chat wants to take a stab, feel free.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's just what she whispers to get confirmation before answering, because, I mean, confidently as she might be, she's not going to, risk everyone, you know.
Are you gonna tell them the answer?
Yeah, if they don't respond, I'm just going to say, I'm going to turn and go, laughter.
Okay. He goes, "Oh, you are right! I knew you were a smart one! Congratulations! Goody! Oh, that makes me so happy people finally get it. They can be so cryptic! Alright, what do we do now? Oh, so you can follow me if you want.
Why not?
Great,
I'm just
let's
keeping a
go.
lookout for traps at this point. I'm just like, you know what, I'll follow him. Is he leading us further in?
So he is leading you further in. Let me reveal the areas here for you. So he is. You can see. I'm just gonna say he explains things because I'm just gonna reveal this whole part here to you guys. So, yeah, and this is a long map, guys. This is Anathar's lair. Yeah. So, he explains. Yeah. So this is a very, very long hallway to a lot of passages. Much fun. I've been assigned to just partake here, and I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because that would be unhappy, and I have to be happy here.
Well, as long as you're saying it in a happy tone, I think it registers as being happy, especially if it's in short form.
Oh, I think I'm gonna die.
Game laughing, not in-game laughing.
Yeah, but who knows? It's fine.
I hope you don't die.
Well, it may happen. Let's go. As you guys continue walk, he's cartwheeling still. He is cartwheeling the entire time as he goes down. You get to, I will say, this door here, and he explains that this door. He says, "Oh, this is the guild barracks. It's very fun. There's where a lot of the Xanathon members go if they want to tell jokes and have a good time and drink and just gather with each other. Nah, they're probably in there now."
I'm just gonna look at the rest of the party and just go. Is it safe to assume that the minute they see us, we're just gonna have to fight, or are they gonna talk to us the same as you?
You think if you say a really great joke, they're bound to laugh at it.
Cool. As they're stabbing me. Well, we can look at that room another time. Please carry on showing us the rest of the very long hallway.
Let's cartwheel some more.
That's not insane.
And the drow are just like, holy shit, what is
this
going
poor
on?
guy. Too bad Ximena does not care for him.
And you get to this area here. I'm just going to reveal this for you guys, just so you see a little bit of it. What you see there. I'm going to flip back and forth here, guys. Okay, so you see, he explains, well, this is the Panopticus Gods Station. It's such a fancy word. So, this is where a lot of the surveillance happens. It's super secretive, but it's so much fun. You may have noticed like little ooey gooey eye stalks upon some areas. That's where they look through things. So fun. But we must be very quiet because they're like meditating. They're super focused all the time. It's so much fun. Let's go. And he's constantly going. It's becoming. He has a routine. He's saying like the same thing over and over and over again.
Trying to remember that we're here for Nanette, not here for everything else yet. So.
How am I being as a tour guide to all of you? Are you having a great time here?
You're a barrel of laughs.
I'm having a blast.
So much fun.
Like, blast me out of a cannon and die. Woo!
Oh my goodness. That may happen here. Yes, big one. Do you have something to say? Yes, tell me.
My laughter is uncontained.
Great. Okay. In this room here, he looks. He explains to the left here. He said, "Oh, this is where Nazca. This is Nazca's room. Nazca Urgray. He hasn't. I will just to say he hasn't returned in quite some time. He was assigned on a mission, and just maybe he's taking a load off. Who knows? He works so hard.
That's the enforcer out of game, right?
Yeah.
Well, we could visit his room and take what we need.
Yeah, and he has a nice little pet in there too.
Forgot what? Didn't out of game? Didn't they mention that he had a pet?
I think so.
Pet?
I forget what it was. No.
Yeah. No, it's much more dangerous than that.
A piranha?
Oh no.
I think we were told out of game.
I don't think.
Did we not?
No,
okay.
Not with this. No, that's a different person. That has a favorite creature.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe we won't visit there, just in case it's a creature
Yeah.
we don't want to interact with. Please continue this wonderful, awesome, super hilarious tour.
Great! And to your left there's stairs.
And
Let's
where did it go?
Oh, just, another part of... Just another part of the lair that we're in. Nothing too crazy. There's just nothing.
Does it look like he's being compelled to not say something, even though he might want to, or is he just that afraid?
He so he explains, so like, I really don't go down here. It's like a recreation hall where a lot of the people are. So fun though.
Like
Great.
people in general or fighters?
But fighters usually. That's where we all celebrate our victories with the almighty Xanathar. It's so great.
Well, we are looking for the fighting pit or coliseum, or perhaps the jail area.
Oh, that is quite a distance. Yeah, unfortunately, I have been destined just to be in this hallway, so I really can't guide you to it, even though I really want to. But you will find that further eastward. Well, if you're thinking, like, if I had a map in front of me, which I don't, I would say probably the northeast route, maybe. Hope that was helpful. Are you looking for someone that got captured? Because that happens a lot here.
Maybe.
Is that what happened to you?
I was employed to bring smiles on people's faces.
Is this employment your choice or somebody else's?
Of course it is. I love doing cartwheels up and down this hallway and giving people riddles. It's the best.
At this point, I don't even need to insight check that. I can just tell it's obviously not. But would I be I don't know, maybe do an Arcana check to see if there's some kind of maybe magical influence here, or if it's purely just fear tactics.
Sure. If you can do an Arcana check if you want, or advice. No, yeah, you can just do Arcana.
I think they're the same for me anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I really don't care about him more than I let on, so I rolled a 3. So Zamina's just waves him off, that's awesome. I love that for you. As I'm down this little corridor.
Sure. And then also, as he further cartwheels down as well, the area to your right is 70 pages. He says, "Oh, this is an audience chamber. Super fun."
Here?
So it's that area, yeah. So, and I will reveal this here as well. Just this part. So he says that this area bears a black marble and a gold mosaic of Xanathar's symbol. It's so great. And there's also very nice lifelike statues of the remains of humans, drow, dwarves, goblinoids, and kobolds who defied Xanathar. So they became decoration. So yes, it's very, very nice. Okay, on with the tour. As he cartwheels down some more, and then there's a couple more areas. There's a door here, and then a door here as well. He explains that this door right here, that one, this is where Mel's collection is. He's one of our trusted, amazing fighters here. He loves minotaurs. He's such a huge fan of minotaurs, and in there is a stuffed, huge minotaur with a large great axe in front of it. Loves it. Also, there is also a huge rectangular slab of stone with a hand-carved miniature model of a stone maze atop it. He's really into mazes and minotaurs. What a guy!
Is there anything special about the Great Axe?
I know it's violent.
What about the mini maze? That seems very specific.
I really don't know much about that maze, but I heard it's super fun.
She kind of like, her eyes like glaze over and she goes, which means it isn't very fun. She says it to herself and then kind of like looks around to the next room.
Oh, I forgot to mention one more thing. That connects to his own personal room as well. So that's to his quarters. So his whole room's converted into a maze as well because he loves that. It's amazing. Killing.
What's in the room at the end of the hall?
Yep. The room at the end of the hall. He says, oh, that is Thorvin's workshop. He's a great guy. So Thorvin Twinbeard is his name, and he is our engineer. Xanathar's engineer, because he works with Xanathar. Also, he has a fun little gazer just watching over him in his work. Super fun. And the gazer's albino. Wow.
Oh.
Totally different from the green ones. He is a special one.
Wow. That's something.
Yeah. So I will say this is the end of our lovely fun tour. But if you have any questions or jokes you want to share, please tell me. I'm dying to know.
Nope.
Great.
How about a knock-knock joke?
Yes, tell me. I love knock-knock jokes. They're the most fun.
I know this one.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Goliath.
Goliath who?
Goliath down, you looketh tired.
That's so great. You are so funny. Maybe you could be the next jester here. Keep that up. Oh, I don't know about that. With your personality and what Xanathar likes, we'll see.
Might not need a jester for much longer.
As you say that, he kind of backs away in panic a little bit as you say that and looks around. Okay, well, I'm going to be back to where I started, where I belong. Have a fun day, everyone. Goodbye.
Wait,
Hang on,
you know
hang
where
on.
Xanathar is?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. He's taking care of his pet fish, Sligar. Odd Steeltoes is there too. He's the caretaker. They're located in the south part, just south of the big audience chamber.
Oh boy. Okay.
So we need to go northeast to find that fighting pit. Perfect.
Anything else for you lovely people? It was so much fun.
Dan?
Yes.
With the surveillance room,
Uh-huh.
are there people in the surveillance room?
Yes. So, yeah, I just for time's sake, I'll just do this for you guys. There's 5 of them total in there.
Okay.
And he explains that because I'm assuming you're asking him to.
Yeah, I just want to know a little bit more about it.
I got you. Yep. So, the guard station. So there are 5 bald shield dwarves. Their heads covered with purple eye tattoos that sit around the edge of a glowing circle on the floor. Their eyes are scrunched shut, but they are they seem to be aware of their areas. They also the deep note also mentions that there is a large flaring bronze bell, similar to the shape of the mouth of a tuba. That's there too. He also mentions that they are they're wizards, apprentice wizards roughly. That specialize in magic that are there too. He also says that the bronze bell is connected to a tube that runs through the stone into the audience chamber, and the bell amplifies sounds underneath and transmits those sounds to the audience chamber. So it's kind of like helps like extenuate the sounds as well. And he did mention a secret door as well that is here. That leads to that. So like this leads to that door.
Yeah, I can't help with lizards. I ain't got silence, y'all. Good luck with that.
That is what he explains with it. I will say the gnomes get. I'm sorry, the drow are back with you guys. The gnome. I should reference his name. I keep saying the gnome. Flutterfoot. Flutterfoot. The Flutterfoot. Flutterfoot is going back. He's cartwheeling back to where he really was. If you want to speak with him, you're more than welcome to. Just know, like, as you just look at all the petrified statues that are around, and you just see them all just cowering in fear in this huge hallway.
As he leaves us, I just kind of say to the party, well, we can try and take out that surveillance system, but it seems that he would have already known about us, so I don't know what the purpose is if they haven't already made our presence known. Perhaps we shouldn't press our luck and just go find Nanette and get out of here as quick as possible. Oh, and take care of the traitor. I'll ask him on the way out. As I remembered.
Yes. What's your question? What fun do you want to know?
I'm sorry, Dan. I do forget his name. I know you said it earlier.
Gnarl Zybrindas. It's okay.
Yeah.
Gnarl. So I want to ask him if he knows where Gnarl, if he's familiar or knows where he would be.
And you make a history check for me, please.
I sure can. Am I lost in the hallway? Please, Dan.
No.
Kidding. I rolled a 15.
Okay. The last name Zybrindas sounds very familiar to you. Saloon Zybrindas is one of the drow gunsmen that Jarlaxle has, and that was the one you guys were fighting in the Dark Ward.
Oh, that's the one who he made apologize on the during the dinner. Yeah, I'm sorry, that didn't register with me. That has been already like 20 episodes ago. Wow.
Yeah. So when you like Zybrindas, like, oh wait, that name does sound familiar.
And then she just goes, well, he had a second chance, so if he doesn't explain himself, he's dead. She says out loud in front of the jester, but she does ask him if she knows where he might be.
I know he does move around, but I think he actually may be in the audience chamber. Super fun.
Well, I'll relay that to the party. So I don't know what the priority would be, but my priority is to kill him, or at least get information from him and then kill him, and then to find Nanette. I can't do both at the same time anyway.
As Flutterfoot, as Flutterfoot says that, the drow kind of look at each other and start making their way to the audience chamber.
Oh, so they're making decisions for us. Great.
They're going.
Look up,
they're sneaking.
That would be Dan, and I just say perfect. This helps make us make a choice. So, being very stealthful, I am going to follow after them and catch up so that we can go as a group. And I just look at the party as like, if you guys want to continue looking for Nanette instead, that's fine. At least we know where we are.
Already here.
Oh, yeah. We're
already here, and we have to escape with Nanette, so we might as well just do this first.
True. Hopefully we can. But yeah, I guess we'll make our way in.
Okay.
Like I said, I am being stealthful. Hopefully everyone else is too.
Yeah.
If it matters.
I am as well.
No worries. Do you give the drow any instructions, Zymina?
Yes. I would say to hang back. Like, you can still be part of the group, but like hang back and check that we aren't ambushed, and to let me do the talking to get information out of him before we kill him, in case he has anything useful to say. not just to fire on sight, you know.
Can you make a persuasion check for me, please?
Oh, sure. They probably just want to kill him right away, don't they? That's a good point. Oh, 16. Look at that. Look at these high rolls, except for that 3 when I didn't care.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so they look and say, fine, but he's dangerous. Be careful. Don't take too long.
Naturally, we're in Xanathar's lair.
They look at you and they just blink slowly and move forward. Almost barely acknowledging you.
Damn.
I don't care.
Moving forward.
Perfect.
So
we'll proceed with caution.
there you go. So this is what you see here.
Tell us.
I will. Yeah, it's so much revealing. Ooh, so much fun.
Ain't
okay,
it fun?
Nutter, calm down.
Ain't it fun? Get copyrighted.
Real world.
All right.
Ooh, look at him unrevealing. So
Mhm.
rude.
I got so eager.
Oh,
Okay.
so they just go into the center?
Oh, you guys are going in though, right? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to move everyone.
Can't we like go like north a little bit? We don't gotta go
Sure.
straight to the center of that mysterious serpentine.
I just have to move so many tokens. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me talk about the audience chamber a little bit, guys.
Thank you.
You're in there. You're welcome. So you do see the Xanathar symbol of the ground. You also see the bell shape protuberance from the ceiling that kind of correlates with the surveillance area. You see the curved walls with the lifelike statues, the remains of the human shroud, etc. You also see, you see. You see the Drow. Yeah, you see Drow, Gnarl's-Eye Brindas, standing in front of what are the remains, and then you also see a Grell as well. I'll send you pictures of all. I will tell you. Yeah.
Oh, it's a thing. Okay, I didn't know if that was like
It's a
name.
monster,
I don't know
yeah.
a Grell. I don't know her.
The Grell.
Grell, I don't know her.
Okay, so this is Gnarl. Let me bring this up for you here. 1 second. Oh, and the Grell's right next to him, actually. So this is what he looks like.
Oh no.
Well, if you would have shown us that picture, Dan, I would have never trusted him when he tried to kill us in broad daylight.
No, that was his brother. That was his brother.
That was his brother.
Gotcha. Either way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, let me see here. Mm-hmm. He looks at you guys. And says, "Oh, hi. A bunch of people."
Not Click 2.0. Okay,
Right.
sorry, that took me off. So
yeah, that's okay.
I just step forward and just go.
He kind of panics as he looks at Brown there too.
Mm-hmm. So, well, Gnarl, you have some explaining to do, considering you're here, betraying us. Is there anything you want to say for yourself before I kill you?
What do you mean?
Only chance.
I'm not betraying anyone. What do you mean? The Drow will start moving closer towards him.
Are they going in front of me or just coming up behind me?
They're coming up behind you, but they're making the way towards him.
Right. And just for clarity, this is what I was told by Jarlaxle, is that he betrayed our faction. Yep. So I want to insight as I'm talking, since he seems to be playing this aloof card, but I'm keeping my eye on whatever that creature is, because I don't know what that is. I don't know her.
Sure, the Grell? Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. So I rolled a 14 to kind of insight if he's being truthful in not understanding why I would say that to him, or if he's just lying.
Sure, of course, no worries. Okay.
Also 18, I guess, yeah.
18? Okay, cool.
I forgot that you gave me my modifier.
That's okay. No, you're perfectly fine. He says, I've separated from them. I'm not looking to spy on them. I don't want to be a part of it anymore. He seems to be being truthful with what he's saying. but the drow are moving in closer. You think probably in the next 6 seconds they're going to start to attack them.
Yeah. What I would say before I would have just cast Chill Touch from where I'm standing. So I'm kind of like gesturing with my hand when I talk before I actually cast. But I just want to say, well, you should have thought about that before deciding to leave for Xanathar's Guild of all places. Perhaps then you would have been forgiven. And that's when I kind of like point my hand at him and cast Chill Touch.
Okay. Sounds good. Alright, so you cast Chill Touch on him?
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, they look like they're going to attack anyway, so it's like I might as well try to get in on this. So
I don't think this may change your mind, but just for story reasons, this is what he's going to say.
Oh, that's fine.
So just for a little context, so a year ago, he was given the task of infiltrating Xanathar Guild and getting as close to the Beholder as possible. Not only did he succeed, but in the course of getting Xanathar's trust, he managed to convince the Beholder to eliminate its other advisors. So he's trying to destroy it from the inside. And he's been worried about his future. Now, he said he won't... Now, I will say this. I'm going to give this to you because, like, there was some... I was trying to understand what his story was while you were rolling the insight. So I will say this. He would have said he doesn't plan on betraying the drow. But with your insight, that is wrong. He is saying that basically he would choose the Dragon Dareth. Yeah, he would, so he can leave, but then he would kill them in an instant so he can go.
So it doesn't matter at this point. He's a loose cannon.
He's a loose cannon.
Even if we killed Xanathar, in her mind, she just continues to cast because if we even killed Xanathar and he came back to the Dragon Dareth, he would probably betray us for someone else. So then she just kind of like smiles and just goes, "Perfect. I didn't need another reason."
Perfect. All right. So let's you roll the hit for your Chill Touch. Excuse me.
Oop. Well, I was being cool, and that's why I deserved that miss. But I rolled a 3. That was a real instant 3. So it hasn't that. I'm pretty sure that's only like a 9. So unless he's very, very, very scrawny.
You have a +9 to hit.
No, 6.
You have +6. Okay, so that
+9.
I thought you had a +9. I thought this was...
No, I wish.
So that misses. And we're going to... He like looks and like he gets ready for combat, and the Grell's going to hop in too. So we're going to roll for initiative, guys.
Yay!
Including the drow.
Perfect. You said that with so much excitement. You get to control them.
I get to control so many people. Everyone's so much
fun. You can roll them. You can roll them all at once too. That makes you feel better. Move as a unit. Oh, it's so much fun.
You know, it's really funny. Out of game. Oh, actually, let me delete all this. Sorry.
Yeah.
Out of game, I didn't have anything planned for Flufferfoot, or whatever his name was, because like I didn't expect it to be so much dialogue, but I loved it, and I'm just like really was rolling with it. It was so much fun.
I'm calling him Fluffernutter, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. Name him Fluffernutter.
That's fine.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is great.
Oh
no.
I'll be right back.
I hate
No, you
my
won't.
life.
Okay.
Okay. Have fun. So much fun.
So much fun.
Is that just all we're gonna say now?
I love it. So
rest
funny.
Of the campaign? So much fun.
One of my favorite NPCs, man. The disassociation of it all.
And here's also the handout of the Growl guys, in case you need a look. Go to players. There you go. Oh, actually, I think maybe it'll show up on screen since Dennis is gone, but...
It's a jellyfish brain with a beak. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. It literally looks like a parrot brain.
It does.
Octopus.
Parrot brain octopus. Batteries included.
Those are no tentacles. Oh no.
Gnarl got a nat 1 while this dude is freaking destroyed. Okay.
So did I.
He's so weird.
And I rolled an 18.
I have 0 dexterity.
It's okay. Sometimes, as a cleric, it's very nice to go in the lower end of combat because then you get to make better decisions.
You guys keep telling me that, and yet it still sucks.
I don't like going first. I don't.
That's
I
another
know,
reason I
but,
got like that initiative because of the cleric.
Dead last.
Look at it this way. At least you get to zone out for the first part of combat, and you don't have to worry about it.
That's fair. I didn't fall asleep though.
Nah.
I'm sleepy.
Oh,
We only got
no.
30 minutes. You can do it.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
And it's combat.
So we
It'll
got
take an hour. No. I'm just
19, 15, 8, 19. 19, 15. Okay.
These dudes are gonna be dead by the time we even make it to me.
Maybe.
Don't know.
We don't know what's going to happen. We might go into combat right after this. You know, there's
Eight-
bells everywhere.
It's
More
8
people might
against
join
2.
the initiative.
True, and we didn't stop the alarm system. The only
Okay.
reason I didn't was because the drow started moving. So I'm like, well,
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Now we're starting combat. It is one of the drow's turn. It is this one here. Let me zoom in actually on this map here because
same.
it's so small. Okay. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to try to attack Gnarl with his short sword.
Boy, these guys are freaking ballsy.
Right?
Yeah. He actually misses on that one. And then he looks at the growl and he's like, "Oh, this is not a good idea." As he went there. Craig, it's your turn.
Would be my turn because I have a higher initiative bonus.
Oh, I'm sorry. You both have 18. Okay, let me move you then.
Wait, unless he has, you don't have. Do you have a +3 to your dex, Dennis?
I have +2.
Oh, okay. Then I would go before you. Thank you. No, just
No worries. Sorry, thank you for
I'll
pointing
take
it out.
my moment. I mean, I don't have much to do anyway, but
No worries. Alright, Samina, what are you going to do?
boy, what am I going to do, Dan? This is. You know what?
So you have Gnarl and you have the Growl right next to him, and then you have your 4 draw friends there too.
I'm gonna cast Create Bonfire.
Okay.
Since I'm doing it indoors at this point, I'm like, who cares? Like, I don't need to worry about the public seeing it anymore. I'm just saying. So you create a bonfire on a ground that you can see within range until the spell ends. The magic bonfire fills a 5-foot cube. Any creature in the bonfire space when you cast the spell must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 fire damage. Creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the space for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. Oh, it's 2d8 because we did reach level 5.
Oh, I'm out of game. I told you guys are going to be level 5, but yeah. So yeah, guys, chat. You guys are after this are going to be level 5. I just want to.
Sorry if you didn't want me to say that.
That's okay. So I will say sure. It would be 2d8 for that. Yep. So.
Oh, if you wanted to stick to 1d8, that's fine. I don't care.
That's okay. No, don't worry about it. So where are you going to cast it again? Right on. Gnarl?
Yeah. Why not? So I'll cast it directly on top of him.
Okay.
So.
And does he take damage? Does he have to save right away?
He has to make a dexterity save.
Okay.
If he saves from the dexterity save, it's no damage at all.
Oh,
But he will
really horrible.
I mean, I think it's just a 15 to save.
Yeah, he got a 7 total. He failed that. So, roll your damage.
Sick. 10. So I rolled an 8 and 2, so 10 fire damage total centered on him. And then I'm just going to move backward. Yeah, I'll move backwards 1 space just in case that little clicky click thing comes for me.
Sure. All right.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, that did a good amount of damage as the red crimson flames just pretty much just burrow from underneath him as he is getting caught on fire by just the red crimson flames. And you guys all see this now. All the other players, you see the red flames.
Yes.
Just like what you saw. Yeah. So that's another moment you can talk about.
To do.
Just snaps her head to look back to you, and the quickest thing she can say is, "Oh, like all of, I forget Striola," and then she turns back to the fight.
Ooh.
Striola. Okay.
Striola.
All right. Next up is Craig.
I'm gonna.
Would you?
I'm gonna. Do I get my? So do I get my level 5 bonus then, or?
Sure. If you have it already figured out, you can go for it.
Yeah,
no
I mean,
worries.
it's
You get
just
to attack twice, right?
extra attack and fast.
If you frenzy rage, yeah, so you get 3 attacks.
Damn,
That's why I was making sure, Dan, because I'm sorry, I didn't know if you wanted to do that because you said
No, it's okay. It was.
so
I didn't know when
I
you guys were gonna get level up, so it was milestone based. So it just happened. So we're just rolling with it. No worries.
Okay, you can
Yeah,
hate
so
me
go
after
for
you're
it.
done. I'm sorry.
I'm not. No, I'm never gonna hate you, Justin. You're fine. Okay, so Craig. So what are you doing? Who are you attacking?
I'm moving up, and
Okay.
I'm gonna. Since I have 2 attacks,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attack both of them.
Okay.
Separately.
Which one are you gonna try to attack first?
I'm gonna hit the growl first.
Sure. All right. Roll the hit. And you see this just rain bird-like creature just shrieking, looking at you and waving its tendrils.
It's a 17 to hit.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Sickening.
Mm-hmm.
22 to hit.
How much damage was the?
Or no, 22 damage. I mean, sorry.
22 damage total. Okay, sounds good.
Nice.
It is still up, but do you want to attack Gnarl or do you want to attack the Growl again?
You know what? I'll attack the growl again.
Okay, sure thing.
$24 to hit.
That hits. As you just cleave the first chunk of its brain, just mush going to the ground, and you're going for the other side now.
Uh, 20 damage.
20 damage. It's looking pretty rough. Still up. Still trying to gather its bearings, but you already knocked off a lot of its brain matter, so to speak, as the tendrils are moving and the beak is just screeching just like a bird in pain. Yeah. Anything else you wanted to do?
No. I'll stay there too, so.
Alright, sounds good. Sounds good. The next up is this draw right here. Seeing that you really wounded the Grell, he is going to try to do a hand crossbow on the Grell. See if that works.
Never know.
That hits. Yeah. Oh, it does. Wow. Does 8 points of piercing damage, and also has to make a Constitution saving throw. Let me see here. And failed. The person, the Growl is poisoned for 1 hour.
Oh my god.
And say, how much do they save by, actually? Let me take a look. 11. Okay, so he's poisoned for an hour, but also looking really rough as just the black just like the chunks of brain that were missing are now rotting away like some black something just kind of taking it over. Not looking good at all.
We love that.
Next up is the Grell. Seeing what's happening here, the Grell is going to make an attack on Craig with its tentacles. That's a natural 20.
Ooh, it's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
So.
Or nor.
Yeah.
Or nor.
Okay. Did I just roll? Oh, well, I rolled a 1 and a 2 on 2d10s.
This is like the little grass thing in the Curse of Strahd
Yeah,
all over again.
yeah. So you take 5 points of piercing damage, Craig, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
That's 21 with my +3 bonus.
Okay. You kind of feel just like a little bit of just like poison coming from the tendrils, but you just shake it off. It's really nothing. Like it was trying to like paralyze you. You have feeling like your muscles clamp up, but be safe from it.
Okay.
Seeing that it hardly did anything with you, it's going to try to attack the drow behind Gnarl with its beak. That's a nat 1.
Oh no.
So
Oh, get rid of that dice. I mean, keep it.
he actually, what happens with that? Oh, sorry, it's wrong dice. 2d4.
Oh no.
I rolled both ones on 2d4. I don't know what's happening. So does 4 points of accidental piercing damage to Gnarl as his drow bodyguard stumbles from the hits and accidentally pecks him.
Oh dear.
And Gnarl's like, "Ow! Don't hurt me!" Oh no! Looks around.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
That's the end of the girl's turn. Next up is Mikhail.
That's me.
That's you.
I'm gonna shoot with my blunderbuss.
All right. Who are you gonna shoot?
I'm gonna shoot Narelle. What's his name?
Gnarl.
Close enough.
All right. You confidently pull out your big blunderbuss, ready to shoot.
Love
Roll
it.
the hit.
So much. This is
So much determination putting this in action. You were
Got
meant to
it.
shoot
I got
someone
it.
in the face.
You are my. I'm just. It's fine.
14 plus 4 is 18.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Mm. Do you remember what your
That's
damage
a
is?
6 and a 7.
Ooh.
2d8? Wow,
2d8.
so 13. So 13
Nice.
damage.
13.
Plus your
13.
dexterity modifier.
No,
No,
it's just
not
a
with
straight
that.
roll.
Is it?
Mhm.
Oh. I didn't know
So-
that.
Yeah,
So 13 damage?
we had a long discussion about this. I tried, Justin.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So 13 damage total, right?
Yes!
Wow.
That was
It's-
a good one.
So very rough as you lock and load, and you actually get kicked back as you have 1 foot standing up, and all of this just bullets and shrapnel just get him right in the upper chest as blood is starting to pour out, and he's looking at it and looking at you in just so much shock, like, "I can kill with a gun?"
Good job,
Oh,
Barney.
no.
I pet the gun. His name is Barney.
As the smoke just goes out of it. Alright, and then at the end of your turn?
Yeah, my gun's name is Barney. Yes, that
Is at the end of your
my
turn?
turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, next up is one of the drow. This drow here. He's going to try to shoot the Grell with his crossbow. Hits. Yeah, I'm rolling good for the drow. You know, that's good. Alright,
True.
and then roll that. Oh, I jinxed it too soon. Does 3 points of piercing damage.
Better than
As well.
nothing.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Mm-hmm. And then next is the other drow here. He's gonna try to do the same. Try to hit the drow. Hits. And kills it as all of these arrows just shoot, just pierce the growl as it
Down.
just collapses down to the ground, no more. And then the drow behind Gnarl is a big breath of sigh of relief after that.
Fair.
Alright, next up is Gnarl. Seeing the situation that's happening, Gnarl is going to cast a spell, if I can find it here. he's going to cast greater invisibility on himself. So he is going to he looks himself, and then he is invisible right now. And he's going to try to make a break for it. This drow gets an opportunity attack at disadvantage. Well, one of them was a nat 20, but the other one was a 7, and yep, that doesn't hit. So he whips as you try to find out where he is. So he's... Oops. And that's the end of his turn. Ans, it is your turn now.
Yeah. Well, now that he's invisible, are there doors on both sides?
Yes, so there is door here, and door here. Excuse me.
Are they all closed?
This one to the left, it was left open because that's the one you guys came in.
Okay.
The other two are closed, yes.
Okay. Then Oz is gonna cast Thaumaturgy and cause the open door to close.
Easy enough.
Oh.
As that happens, you just channel the Raven Queen, and you have the image of a raven in your head, and then you just see the raven paw this huge, concentrated voice as the door closes.
Cool.
As well. And all the drow are like looking at you as well, like surprised that a kobold can do that.
Well,
yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah.
A tall kobold.
Is there anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
No, I'm gonna prepare Chill Touch just in case, but with him being invisible, I don't have anything that can assist with that, so.
Sure. Alright. Sounds good. So next up is this drow. This drow looks at the situation and he says, "Everyone guard the doors. He can't escape." And he is going to use his full action to dash. As I begin the tokens here, we go. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. He won't be able to get there in time, so he's just going to go here and guard the door there. Next up is Zymina.
Alright, so he disappeared from here, right?
Yep.
Okay, so.
And I have moved him, and he's in a secret spot that only I can see at the moment.
Alright.
Xanathar is in the room to the south, so we can't let him get through that door.
So what I'm going to do, because, well, let's see. Let me look at it first.
Sure, no worries.
Okay. I'm going to use my racial ability to cast Fairy Fire. So each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light, and if it fails, a dexterity saving throw. So for the duration, objects and affected creatures shed a dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack rolls against the affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
Now, does it have to be in that radius?
Yeah,
Like
so I'm
20?
taking a chance. Yeah.
Okay,
So
just
I'm
making
taking
sure.
a chance.
Mhm.
And I kind of like look at the other drow and just kind of like hope that they understand what I'm doing, but I'll just say cast fairy fire where you think he might be.
Okay.
Light him up, boys. So let me get my little thing out here to
Get your doohickey.
I gotta see how let's see if
Mhm.
that is not what I wanted to do. Get out of there, little dot. Draw shape, rectangle, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I think that's right.
20-foot radius. I think you get more
20
space,
foot
right?
cube.
Oh, 20-foot cube. I'm sorry. Okay.
Right?
You cast it there.
No, I'm not casting it there. I was just
Oh.
saying.
Okay.
But I guess I could actually. I just
Up to
figured
you.
where I would figure he would go was in 60 feet of me. He'd go towards the door over here because
Okay.
that's the furthest away from people. But
So where are you
5,
casting?
10,
Yeah.
15, 20. I'm gonna cast it here.
Okay.
Take
As
a
you cast-
gamble.
As you cast it, your your ancestry comes out. It's very, very interesting. As I think this is the first time you used it, right? Or have you used
I
it
think
before?
I've used it
You've used
before.
it
It's
before?
just I've just never used it successfully because they've
Gotcha.
always saved.
Well, I will say this: you found them.
Did he make a dex
You-
save?
Actually, no, I didn't. But actually,
Oh,
yeah, he
I was
failed
like-
anyways. He failed anyways. It's
So
fine.
technically, what it is his body. He's still invisible, but his
Mhm.
body is outlined in what I would choose
Yes.
to be a violet colored light, and I just point out there as I point to him.
You
But
just
that's
see
all I can
his
do on my turn.
Yeah, you see his hunched figure looking over, kind of like looking back, and just see this violet silhouette and just sheer panic as he's like looking and seeing that everyone is pretty much seeing his location. He is panicking right now. He did not think that was going to happen,
I
especially since
just
he's
shake
around
my head.
himself.
Just go choices.
Craig, it's your turn. You see this violet outline of the gnarl about 10, 15, 20, about 25 feet away from you. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna rage. Frenzy rage.
Okay. He is looking
and-
pretty rough, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
I'm also letting you know that you have advantage on attacking him too in this state because you have an outline shape from the or do you want to mitigate it and be a straight roll, Dan? I guess I don't know how it works when they're already invisible. They just don't benefit from it. So I guess it would be
I would say since he's already revealed, though, right? He
Yeah.
would just be a straight roll.
because all it says is just any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it and it can't benefit from being invisible. So I don't know like
Oh, so if it can't,
read as
okay,
written.
so yeah, so I would just make it a straight roll because he's invisible, disadvantage, but then you get advantage, so it cancels out.
I guess if I would have cast it before he went invisible, then that would have been like
Yeah.
advantage. Is it-
Mhm.
I guess that works. All right, just,
Exactly.
There you go.
All right, Craig.
Come on.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. I'm not gonna rage.
Okay,
I'm
good.
just gonna rush him
go for it.
and attack.
Go for it. Yep.
16 to hit.
16 hits. I can't remember the last time you've missed in this campaign. I mean, granted, you have a big modifier too,
Yeah.
and the ECs for these are not. I mean, some of them are harder to hit, but
I don't think he has outside of level 1.
yeah, it's a good roll ratio for you.
I know I'm stealing your dice next when I come over in December.
15 damage.
15. He is barely standing as you cut him on the side, and see the violet outline just like holding his wound as you're going in for the kill. Make your second attack.
Yeah.
Get him. Finish him off. At this point, I don't
16 to hit again.
16 hits.
care. Damage.
Almost threw my
Mhm.
other. I almost threw my other die off the desk.
Oh no.
Oh no! No, you're really raging.
Yeah, not that.
19 damage.
19. How do you want to finish Gnarl off?
Oh my god, bits and pieces of them are going to be highlighted as they're scattered.
So, basically, I kind of continued that second attack off of the swing from my first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I come around and kind of like a baseball bat, I just kind of hit him right, like, in the stomach. Full force.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of just blasts his midsection out, kind of like red mist into the air.
Sure. All right. So as you do that, and it's kind of interesting because you have the fairy fire going too, so you kind of have like an interesting spectacle. You just see just an outline of him, just like hunched over, like almost begging for his life. He deserves this, Craig. All this, Xanathar being all this. You hit him right in the stomach. You just feel a little bit of resistance. It's very minor though, because he's wearing no armor. And you just feel something crack as a whole just gush of violet-lined organs goes out of his backside. Just spraying as well as you see just a purple violet mist as well, almost kind of looking at all of the bits and pieces of Gnarl as they skip. And he is there, collapsed on the floor with a little bit of a hole in his stomach. And he is dead.
Awesome. I'm gonna dismiss Bonfire.
Sure.
Well, I guess actually, was it dismissed when I cast Fairy Fire? Yeah, it was. Alright, so it actually went away when I cast Fairy Fire because it's also concentration. And unfortunately, since I wasn't thinking, so has Pass Without a Trace has gone away too, because that was also concentration. So
yep. Bless you.
Thank you. I dismissed the Fairy Fire, so as the bloody violet mess calms down, and I'll kind of stroll over to where, like the main part of his body was, and I kind of just want to like pick through it with my foot to see if he has anything relevant on him before moving forward. But I kind of turn to Drows and go, well, at least that's over with.
So you notice as soon as Gnarl passed away, the Drow were trying to scavenge what he was, like his body, like right away as you were making your way towards there. Like they were looking for something.
Okay. And she just kind of looks at them and goes, oh, and what exactly does he have that I wasn't told he might have?
He doesn't have it here. We're gonna go back to Jarlaxle and let him know of your great job. We're done here.
Would I be able to make a perception check to see if they had like stolen anything from the corpse?
Yeah, go for it.
Because at this point I'm like, all right, now he's not telling me things after sending me here, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Not like this. Now after we could have been bosom buddies. Aw. Wow, they didn't even roll. It just instantly was a 6. That's sad. 12, maybe? Maybe a 13?
Your perception, it was on Oz for some reason. Yeah, it's 12 total.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have to take a look at something here. Could you roll again for me, please? Because I matched you.
Oh, okay, fun. Passive perception. No, I'm just kidding. You said it was a +6. Interesting. Okay. But I have this wrong. What? Okay. Oh. That instantly went to an 8, so 14.
I rolled a 14 as well. Can we do it?
Are you
one
serious?
more time? Yeah, I kid you not.
Oh god, this is hilarious.
I
Okay.
cast guidance.
Such a struggle. Okay, you may
Okay.
win this one.
19.
Okay, I got a
25.
6. Okay. You see what one of the drow was pulling out what looked like to be a bag of holding.
From
From
his
his-
person, or
from
yeah,
his
I just
person.
saw from
Yes.
not from the corpse, but like he was pulling a bag of holding into
From
his own.
Gnarl. From Gnarl. And took the bag.
All right.
From
I just look at them and go, well, if we're all about to be liars, then I suppose you'll fit in with Gnarl on the floor if you don't tell me why you're not telling me the truth.
He kind of like looks around and says, okay, listen, we were on a special mission to get the bag back. That was why we were here.
And why didn't Jarlaxle bother telling me, knowing that that's a very important thing to procure?
I don't know. This is our instructions, and he has certain ways of assigning things to people, so I don't know. But you can't tell him I told you. Because
No, that's
it'll be
fine.
my head on the block.
And you don't know what's in the bag, just know that you had to retrieve it.
It's his. He stole it from Jarlaxle.
Hmm.
No one crosses Jarlaxle. And he like looks at the other group and shakes his head.
Don't worry, I'm not interested in the contents. You're free to go. I've just wanted to make sure we're not telling lies to each other. Otherwise, how can we trust ourselves?
It was for your safety.
Oh
as,
my!
as they look, and please don't take it personally. Thank you. I'll let him know.
Hmm. She kind of like literally watches them leave.
They sheepishly walk away to like they were scolded children. And
thanks for your
and
guidance.
just to and just to give you, just to save time, you gain 2 renown.
Oh, okay.
And the next time you go to Trollskull Manor, and I'm just giving this to you right now, each of you, Oz, Craig, Mikhail, Samina, get a golden trophy shaped like Jarlaxle that's worth 250 dragon each. And that's where we're going to roll out of today's episode.
That's honestly really funny. Not a
And you
golden
completed
trophy.
all the Dragon Dareth quests, Samina, so good job.
Seriously?
Yeah, those were all the Dragon Dareth quests.
God, I should have
That
looked in
was
the
last
bag.
one.
I just didn't want to break his trust. I
Yeah,
want to know so bad.
I know. All right, well, thank you guys again so much for watching. Yeah, this is getting really interesting. I mean, there's a lot more Xanathar's Slayer to be had. What is our party going to do? We'll see. And just remember, we love you very much, and this is Roll or
Roll.
Play. Hi, guys.
Roll.
There we go.
Roll.
Or
Go.
Roll.